Today's lesson is entitled How Our Eyes Work. Pra mësimi I sotëm titulohet Si punojnë sytë tanë. What are today's learning outcomes? Introduce the topic and predict content about the text. Describe pictures of the text using some of the vocabulary related to parts of the eyes. Read and comprehend the text and get the meaning of the new words. Pra, cilat do t'jenë rezultatet e të nxënit? Do themi cila është tema dhe do parashikojmë se për çfarë bën fjalë teksti. Do përshkruajmë pikturat e tekstit duke përdorur disa nga fjalorët që do marrim që lidhet me pjesët e syrit. Do lexojmë dhe do kuptojmë tekstin dhe do marrim kuptimin e fjalëve të reja. So open your textbook on page 90. Pra hapini libra tek faqja 90. How our eyes work. So how do you see? You see with your eyes, okay?
We see with our eyes. We see the light reflected from objects. Light comes into our eyes through the cornea. The fluid bends the light and sends it to the lens. The lens focuses the light onto the retina. The nerves in the retina create vibrations that send messages to the brain. Our brain then tells us what we see.
Pra, me pak fjalë, ta përkthejmë këtë paragrafin që të kuptojmë se si funksionon syri ynë. Pra, ne shikojmë me sytë tanë. Ne shikojmë dritën që reflektohet nga objektet. Drita hyn në sytë tonë përmes korneas. Lëngu e thyen dritën dhe e dërgon atë në lente. Lentet e fokusojnë dritën në retinë. Nervat në retinë krijojnë një vibrim I cili dërgon mesazhe në trurin tonë. Truri ynë më pas na tregon neve se çfarë ne shikojmë. So this is how our eyes work. Now, let's have a look at the text and read it, and later we can take the new words.
How our eyes work. Our eyes help us see and enjoy the world around us. They also help us judge distances and separate dark and light. But do you know how you see? The eye is made up of three parts. The outer part includes the cornea, which contains fluid, and the sclera, which is the white of the eye. The middle part contains the lens. The inner part contains the retina. When you look at an object, what you really see is the light that is reflected from that object. Light comes in through the cornea. The fluid bends the light and sends it to the lens. The lens focuses the light onto the retina. To see objects near us, the lens becomes smaller. To see objects further away, the lens becomes larger. The retina contains nerves which help us see dark and light. These nerves create vibrations that send messages to our brain. Our brain understands them and tells us what we can see.
So let's have a look now at the new words. Le t'i hedhim një sy fjalëve të reja.
Judge.
To make a decision about something. Të gjykosh.
Separate.
To separate, it means to divide, to tell the difference between two things. Të ndash.
Outer.
The part of something that is furthest from the center. E jashtme.
Cornea.
The clear covering of the outside of the eye. Pra, kornea, ose pjesa e cila mbulon pjesën e jashtme të syrit.
Contain fluid.
To have liquid inside. Përmban lung.
Sclera.
The white part of the eye. Pra sklera është pjesa e bardhë e syrit.
Lens.
The part of the eye that changes size to let you see things clearly. Pra lentja.
Inner.
The part of something that is closest to the center. E brendshme.
Retina.
The area at the back of the eye which sends the image you see to the brain. Pra, retina është pjesa e zezë e syrit e cila dërgon pamje për të parë, të cilët dërgohen më pas në trup.
Reflect.
To send back light or an image. Reflekton.
Bend.
To change something so that it is not straight. Pra, e përkull.
Focus.
To aim beams of light onto a particular place. Fokusohesh.
Nerve.
Part of the body like a wire that carries message to end from the brain. Nervat.
Create vibration.
To cause a continuous shaking movement. Krijon vibrim. So, let's have a look now at exercise number 2. Read the text again and answer the questions. How difficult was the text for you? Pra, lexoni edhe një herë tekstin dhe përgjigjuni pyetjeve. As we are not in the class, I'm going to give you the answers. So, how many parts have our eyes got? 3 parts. Which part of the eye contains the sclera? The outer part of the eye. Where is the retina? In the inner part of the eye. What happens when light hits the eye? When light hits the eye, the fluid in the cornea bends the light and sends it to the lens. Then the lens focuses the light onto the retina. Why does the lens change? How? To see objects near us, the lens becomes smaller. To see objects further away, the lens becomes larger. How can we separate dark and light? The retina contains nerves which help us see dark and light. They create vibrations that send messages to the brain. The brain then tells us what we see. So these are the answers for exercise number 2. You have to write exercise number 2 as a homework. Pra ushtrimin 2 e keni për ta shkruar në fletore. So this is a diagram how our eyes work. So use the diagram to say how our eyes work. Pra përdorni diagramën për të thënë se si punojnë sytë tanë. Pra ja se si punojnë sytë tanë.
Light comes into our eyes through the cornea. The fluid bends the light and sends it to the lens. The lens focuses the light onto the retina. The nerves in the retina then create vibrations that send messages to the brain. Our brain then tells us what we see.
Pra këtë mund ta bëni në një fletë të bardhë. Pjesët e syrit duke ngjyrosur dhe anash për shkrimin se si punojnë sytë tanë. This is going to be your homework also. So with this, I think that we end today's lesson. I hope you had a great time and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.